Today we're getting into the latest Tesla news, including a new Model Y paint color from Tesla, production pausing on the Model S, sightings of the new updated Model S, big improvements coming to Tesla gaming, and more, so let's get into it. First up today, we have some updates about Tesla gaming. Tesla has put games on their car for a while now, and includes fun games in every car that they ship. They are simple games for the most part, but some are more advanced, like Beach Buggy, which actually uses the vehicle's steering wheel and brake for gaming input. The games are fun to have when parked, but we also know that Tesla is looking into the future and putting these games in the car for a future with full self-driving. We're a ways off from that, but Tesla has still continued to work on optimizing their cars for gaming. In the new Model S and X, there's actually no noticeable difference between them and a Model 3 because they include the exact same games as the Model 3 and Y and can only be played on the main screen. But Tesla includes hardware there that can enable much more. At Tesla's Plaid launch event last year, they demonstrated a Model S Plaid playing Cyberpunk 2077 on screen and showcased the AMD processor that makes this possible. Full-on AAA games can, in theory, be played in the Tesla Model S Plaid if the software becomes available for it. Tesla also shows The Witcher as a game you can play on the car, which is a full-on console-level game, so we'll see if that feature ever actually comes because they showcase it on their website. It's honestly a bit frustrating that even The Witcher showcased on their website isn't on these cars, but now we have some clarity from Elon Musk as to why. Elon Musk on Twitter responded to a Cyberpunk 2077 video to say, "Great game." In response, Ryan McCaffrey said, quote, "New Model S/X version of Cyberpunk win." To which Elon said, quote, "We're working through the general case of making Steam games work on a Tesla versus specific titles. Former is obviously where we should be long term." If you're not familiar, Steam is a gaming ecosystem that allows you to download a vast catalog of games, including Cyberpunk 2077. You can buy games on there and run them on compatible devices, which so far is mainly PCs. Tesla is now working on making the refreshed Model S and X capable of running games off of Steam, which would be huge for the long term. This would increase the gaming catalog on these cars from a dozen to thousands, with Tesla not having to directly work on each game that arrives on the car. This does seem a long ways off, but when asked if Cyberpunk on the Cybertruck is a guarantee, Elon Musk said that it is. That will be big for Tesla when that happens, so I'll be sure to keep you updated. Next up today, the Tesla Model Y has won the Cars.com award for Electric Vehicle of 2022. In their award listing, Cars.com said, quote, "Of those available, we choose the Tesla Model Y as our best electric vehicle of 2022. The Model Y excels at being a consumer-friendly EV in addition to being a roomy SUV with towing for up to 3,500 pounds. It's one of the most effective at easing range anxiety through a surplus of range, an EPA-rated 326 miles for the long-range all-wheel drive version, plus actionable information about efficiency to inform drivers how to maximize remaining range. Tesla's network of supercharger DC fast chargers is also larger and has been more reliable and more reliably fast than others in our experience." The runner-up was the Mustang Mach-E, which definitely holds its own, but there are some clear reasons why the Model Y took this award. It's great to see Tesla getting recognized somewhere, and Cars.com is also the website that indexed the most American-made vehicles. They found the Tesla Model Y to be the third most American-made vehicle, with the Tesla Model 3 in first place. Next up today, we're seeing and hearing a lot about Tesla's newly refreshed Model S. In January of 2021, Tesla announced the refreshed Model S and X. The Model S shipped in June of 2021, and they ramped up production with focus on the Plaid model at first. Now, though, they are already making a significant change, and it's official. Photos of a red Model S with an updated rear crossbar design and updated charge port were posted online. This is the first time we've seen this changed on a Model S in the 10 years this car has been out, and it puts it much more in line with the look of the rear of the Model 3 and Y. Instead of a chrome or gloss black crossbar cutting into the taillights, the new crossbar matches the paint color and keeps the taillights as is. These were the first photos of this update, but then another white Model S with manufacturer plates was spotted in the wild as well. We can tell that it features a larger charge port door to accommodate CCS2 in other countries. Now, a newly refreshed Model S was once again spotted in Fremont, this time at night. Here you can really clearly see the difference in the taillights, which are completely changed with the crossbar gone. These were the best photos we had, but then the Kilowatts spotted this new design as well and took some great photos. In this first photo, we can clearly again see that distinct change that makes the Model S look much more like a Model 3 from the back, and they took another angle here as well. Then we finally got a clear view of the charge port door matching the size of the Model 3 or Y charge port doors. However, as seen on the Model X in Taiwan, the charge port might open quite a bit differently. We'll wait and see about that. At first, we weren't sure if these were changes Tesla would be making to the production line on these cars and when. Tesla has been spotted in the past trying out various different things like a round steering wheel option instead of a yoke on the Tesla Model S. That round wheel never came to be, but it also might not quite be dead yet, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. In the case of the rear taillights, removed crossbar, and updated charge port though, Tesla is proceeding with this change. They are also changing the front headlights to include an adaptive new LED matrix system that is a large improvement over what they've shipped thus far in the Model S. Tesla has officially paused production on the Model S to make these changes. This was confirmed with a post on the Tesla Members Club saying, quote, "Official, Tesla Model S factory lines in US stopped for refresh changeover. If you have not been assigned a VIN for long range, all future VIN assignments from this point forward will have new matrix headlights and rear end, literally being delivered within days and weeks. General Manager of Cherry Hill, New Jersey has been told directly by Tesla and has been advised to communicate to customers. That is why all the February dates have been pushed out now to end of March. Tesla is in the process of clearing out inventory, so new orders sometimes will get matched with these now, quote, outdated Model S's. So Tesla is pausing Model S production, but it will likely only be for a few days at the most to make the updates for these new cars. This is something that Tesla does constantly on their cars, and this post, along with Tesla's strategy here, was confirmed by Elon Musk on Twitter. Tesla Silicon Valley Club posted these updated Model S details and said that, quote, Tesla is always improving their cars. To this, Elon Musk responded saying, sometimes 20 small changes in a single week. This is wildly different than other automakers who wait to update a car for the 2023 model year. Tesla makes changes as soon as they want to, and as soon as the pieces are in order. It comes with benefits for customers always buying the latest version of the car, but can be seen as a downside since you never know if the car you bought yesterday will be out of date in a number of weeks. I know I would love to have those updated headlights on my Plaid Model S since Tesla just did a large refresh on that car, but it comes with the territory of buying the latest tech in cars. Further expanding on this idea of rolling production line improvements though, Elon Musk said, quote, small changes usually affect production for less than an hour as they're applied to a few stations during breaks. Big changes may impact output for a day or two. Reversing out big changes or unexpected parts shortages are what impact several days. Likely these Model S changes will be one that takes a day or two or even less, so Model S production could already be back up, making the improved versions of this car. Another change that Tesla is reportedly making to the Plaid Model S is reverting to the badge they shipped on the first 20 models of that car exclusively. When they held their Plaid delivery event, the badge on the car was this crazy plaid animation. Then once general deliveries began, they shipped these cars with a standard plaid badge that just said Plaid. This is what my car has. Now Tesla is reverting back to the plaid badge they shipped initially on their first batch of cars. It's a slightly different version of it, and I think that most buyers getting it will be happy with this change. I know I would have loved for my Plaid to come with this badge, and especially if Tesla is changing this across the board, it's something I might change on mine. Tesla is making a number of small changes on the Model S, but overall, they make a significant difference. Those improved headlights will probably be the one customers will most appreciate, I think, but the changes to the rear end really make these new versions of the Model S stand out from those made in the last 10 years. Now regarding the yoke on the Model S, we've already seen that Tesla is testing a regular horn on that wheel. That is something I think is an essential change to change the touch button they currently use for a horn. This photo shows a test Model S with a label on it saying airbag horn enabled in SW352573. However, on top of this, contrary to what Elon Musk has said regarding any options for a round wheel on the Model S and X, it looks like Tesla may be working on it. Tesla hacker Green found some updates to Tesla's service tools which mention a steering wheel swap for yoke or round. For this, it specifically says steering wheel yoke swap. So it seems like this may be something that Tesla is going to offer. It's obviously not available as a change yet, but it looks like Tesla may plan to offer this via service. It's expected that stocks are not going to return, but we could see this round wheel option come into play. It could simply be an after delivery option to get done at your service center if you absolutely can't handle the yoke, but it also may end up being an option Tesla ends up putting to their online configurator. I don't think that that will happen, but for some customers, it's just the change that they need to go for the new Model S or X. One more interesting thing to mention about the Model S is the fact that it includes most of the equipment for a tilting screen. When Tesla originally announced the Model S refresh, they listed a tilting screen as a feature, and it was spotted in the wild with one. Then when it came time for release, that feature was gone. In Sandy Munro's teardown of a Plaid Model S, they found that, quote, the center display of the Model S Plaid is equipped with hardware that is evidently designed to help the component tilt towards the driver or passenger. A look at the component's current setup suggests that a tilting display retrofit retrofit could be possible in the future, as Tesla would simply have to add some small electric motors and a few other parts to make its screen movable. That's a very interesting move, especially the fact that Tesla continues to ship this extra hardware for the screen, minus the motor to actually tilt it. For myself, I don't see this feature as a necessity, but many would like to have it, and it's something Tesla is very close to shipping on these cars, but it's unclear why they don't. It could have to do with supply shortages, so this, along with the regular horn and round wheel option, could all be things that arrive on the Model S after this latest round of refreshes. Next up today, Tesla was spotted testing a new color on the Model Y in California. Tesla has shipped their 5 stock paint colors for a while now, and many have wanted them to offer new options. At Giga Berlin, Elon Musk talked about a new deep crimson color that we should see eventually, and some other colors were also spotted in Tesla code, including deep crimson multicoat, abyss blue multicoat, and mercury silver multicoat. When the Model 3 first launched, it launched with a silver paint color option that Tesla had shipped on the Model S and X. They ended up discontinuing that color, which makes it sort of an anomaly to spot on the road. People see this as a vintage color on the Model 3 since it wasn't available for long, but now Tesla has been spotted with this color on the Model Y. We can tell that this isn't a customer because the license plate is the official Tesla manufacturer plates, and this was spotted in Cupertino, California. It's unclear exactly why this car is painted silver, and it could simply be something put on there for fun, but the fact that it is on an official Tesla vehicle raises questions as to Tesla offering this color on the Model Y in the future. The Model Y never shipped in this color, so it's something they are testing for the first time as far as we can tell. Some have noted that this looks like a wrap and not a paint job, so it's unclear exactly what's going on here. In any case, many people want to see this color return, and here it's featured on Tesla's most popular car, so we'll see what happens. I'd personally love to see this color return as an option. Next up today, what is becoming clear with Tesla is that they are having tons of success with their factory in Shanghai. That factory was built quickly and has already scaled up to produce more cars than their original Fremont factory does. Over in Berlin, they're facing many delays in getting production started. Giga Texas is also fairly delayed, but that delay could have a bit more to do with the new technology they are putting out on the Model Y there. According to Elon Musk, the new battery pack for the Model Y built at Giga Texas will be next level. In any case, the scaling of Giga Shanghai has allowed Tesla to finally launch the Model Y in the UK, along with several other right-hand drive markets. The Model Y was supposed to launch in Europe with the start of production at Giga Berlin, however, they ended up changing their plans and importing Model Ys from Giga Shanghai to the European markets instead. That has already been happening, meaning that Giga Shanghai is producing enough cars for China and many European markets. Now they are expanding further, and Tesla posted about these first UK Model Y deliveries on their official Twitter. They posted photos of a large lineup of Model Ys with customers taking first deliveries. The Model Y in the UK is expected to be extremely popular, just like it is everywhere it's delivering thus far, and while the opening of Giga Berlin in Texas will surely increase production, it's clear that Tesla is having success at Giga Shanghai. It makes many wonder if Tesla should build another factory there, and now a new report is claiming that Tesla is planning to do just that. This new report says that Tesla is starting work on a new factory building adjacent to their current Giga Shanghai factory in order to double production capacity to 2 million cars annually. Tesla's production capacity should already exceed 3 million vehicles annually by the end of 2023 with their new factories opening, and at their last earnings call, Elon Musk confirmed that they will be looking for another factory location this year. According to the Reuters report, quote, Tesla Inc. plans to start work on a new plant in Shanghai as soon as next month as part of a plan to more than double production capacity in China to meet growing demand for its cars in the country and export markets, two people familiar with the matter told Reuters. This could turn out to be the easy and effective move for Tesla, since they can simply double up what they're already doing in Shanghai, and they've had great success exporting cars from there. Regarding the production capacity, Reuters says, quote, once the new plant is fully operational, Tesla will have the capacity to produce up to 2 million cars per year at its expanded Shanghai facility, the company's main export hub, according to the people who asked not to be identified in discussing still private plans. These reports aren't confirmed yet, and Tesla China has not commented, but they are something that would make a lot of sense. Tesla could set themselves up to replicate exactly what they did in Shanghai and double capacity in a short amount of time. Next up today, Lucid Motors is facing its first recall, and it relates to the suspension. Lucid just started first deliveries of their first vehicle, the Lucid Air, and so far reviews have been great. Unfortunately, what comes with the territory of shipping vehicles will be recalls. We've seen a number of recalls from Tesla over the years, and since Tesla is at the forefront of electric vehicles and the auto industry as a whole, they always seem to make headlines. Now, Lucid Motors is getting their first taste of this with a recall of 203 Lucid Air sedans. It's for a potential issue surrounding the installation of a front strut damper in the suspension. Reportedly, it's a precautionary recall and no failures of that part have been reported yet. Since Lucid is so new, this is seen as a big deal for them and the stock, but Lucid said that they only expect about 1% of those 203 vehicles to actually need fixing. That would only be 2 or 3 affected vehicles. Last up today, regarding Tesla's Giga Texas Festival they plan to hold on April 7th, Elon Musk was asked about invites for people near Texas and said, quote, "Tesla owners in the greater Giga Texas area will get priority." We'll see how they handle invites for this event since it will be extremely popular for all US Tesla fans, and I'll be sure to keep you posted. Hopefully I can go and make a video about it. That's all the latest Tesla news for today, so in the meantime, if you want to see the latest for the Model Y ready for delivery out of Giga Texas, you can check out that video linked up here or in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.